Get go, not gecko. Oh my god. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and oh my god, it has been an extremely hot second, and I apologize. Life does get in the way of things, and I've had a crazy past month-ish, weeks, since my last video, which I'm pretty sure was my Fantastic Four review, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But yeah, if you see me going like this and that, it's because I'm using my headphones as a microphone. Still have not gotten a mic again. Life happened. But before I get into the video, make sure you subscribe. Helps me a lot. Consider giving me a like and dropping a comment, maybe. Only if you want to. I'm not forcing anybody to do any of those things, but it would be fun to have some sort of discussion, especially in light of this video's topic. Okay, and now with the video. So, I've been basically getting into DC these past couple months. If you've watched my past videos, I've been saying that. I feel like even if I haven't made it abundantly clear, I am very lacking in DC knowledge, so it's been fun getting to learn about DC and the world of DC this past couple of months that I've been really trying to deep dive into DC, into comic lore, especially because I'm a comics girly. If you see back here, I bought all these Nightwing ones in the back. If you can tell, those are Nightwing. I recently bought those because I love Nightwing. I love me some Dick Grayson. He's like my favorite character so far, but ever. Honestly, he's awesome. But in this video, I thought I'd make a video. Oh, ugh. I'm all over the place, but I thought in this video I'd share a list of characters that I've discovered recently that I thought were really cool, and I hope that James Gunn introduces and uses in his new DCU and vision for DC films. I have a notebook to remind me of these characters' names because I'm bad with names. Like, I'm not going to remember off the top of my head, let's be real. So, here's my notebook, and let's get started. Fun. So first on my list should I go 1 to 5? I have 5 characters, or should I go 5 to 1? We'll go 1 to 5. I think it'll be, actually, even before I start all this, I feel like I should do an honorable mentions first. I've known these characters, it's just that I feel like these are super underrated characters, well, not even underrated characters, but like characters that don't get used a lot in the films, and I want the campy Gotham villains. I know they were kind of like introduced in like the James Gunn's The Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. I'm currently watching Peacemaker and catching up to watch season 2. I know they reference Kite Man. I want Kite Man content. Like, give me Kite Man. James Gunn, please. I love Kite Man. I loved him in the Harley Quinn show. I know he's probably a different character, but I think he can do something really fun with Kite Man. Unfortunately, Boomerang Man was killed, but that's not going to stop James Gunn from bringing somebody back. I know he said his whole dead is dead rule, but come on. I need the campiness. I want Condiment King. Like, I want all the campy villains from Harley Quinn to make a live action appearance, let's be real. Though he's not as campy, I want the Mad Hatter. I want Professor Pig. Like, I need the crazy, wacky villains that no one really thought they didn't care about, but is pretty cool and interesting. Anyways, that's my honorable mention character. There's multiple. On the actual list, I'm at number 1 spot here. I found out about this character recently, and I think his design is super sick. It's so cool, and I'm like, how did I not know about this guy beforehand? I am so sorry if I'm about to mispronounce his name, as it's not something I probably can pronounce correctly. But I will try my best, my very darn best. It is Minkoa Khan. aka Ghostmaker. Oh my god, I he came across my For You page in a TikTok somebody made, and I was like, who is this man? I didn't take it too much a deep dive. I know he's like a Singaporean billionaire, and he's like Bruce's rival, and I think it'd be really interesting to bring him in as like a foil to Bruce in the movies, as a psychopath billionaire versus this borderline kind of psychopathic spilling, but he's not psychopathic because he can feel emotions and stuff like that. But I think it'd just be really interesting as a foil to Bruce's character within the Batman universe, and I think it'd be really really cool. And yeah, as like a rival, or like, yeah, like a rival, but also like a friendly foe type kind of character. I don't know much about him, but I think his design is really cool, and I think he just needs to be included, of course. Okay, now we're moving on to my second character, also another Gotham related character, Punchline. I don't know her actual name, but again, her character design is so cool. I love her design. I am aware that she was the Harley Quinn replacement, and she's really cool looking. It's very scary, and I know a lot of people want Harley to be a villain again, like super psycho, but I think she's more crazy the stuff that she doesn't like. She just murders. She's a like out of cold blood. I'm pretty sure. I know she's associated with the Joker. Duh, she's a clown. But I don't know much about her, but I think she'd be really cool just to have like a differentiation character, because I feel like everyone's very familiar with Harley Quinn. I think a general audience is probably sick and tired of seeing Harley Quinn every time, but I'm not. I love Harley so much. But it would be like a different character, same type of character, but new character. And she's pretty cool, and she has the clown, like she has more of a clown aesthetic than Harley Quinn does, in a sense, with a more traditional sense of clown makeup. So yeah, I think she'd be cool to have in a project somehow. And then next on my list, number 3, I have Flatline. I also learned about her recently. I think her powers are pretty cool. She's kind of like reverse Rogue in a sense. I'm a huge X-Men. I'm a huge X-Men fan. So her powers, basically absorbing the powers of the dead, is kind of interesting that she takes from death, while Rogue is takes from life, life energy kind of vibe. But she's really cool, and I like that she's friends with Damian, because I think she'd be, especially since it's rumored that Damian is going to be the Robin in the new DCU. I think it'll be really interesting. Not even interesting. I feel like she has a higher chance of making an appearance just because she is an eventual love interest for Damian, and is a friend of Damian, and is associated with all things like Assassins and Damian Wayne and Gotham. So I think she's really cool. I like her design too. Yeah, I think, I again don't know much about her besides that. And if they can expand her character, she does have nothing to do besides that, and that one arc, I think that is very popular with like the Lazarus Pit and shit. But I think the movies could do something more and discover, like, have her more be known, because I feel like she's not as known as maybe as some other characters and Gotham-esque characters. Anyways, at number 4, it's a double feature. Going into Superman, I knew nothing about the Authority. Now I know nothing still about the Authority, but I know other characters part of the Authority, and that these two characters, which at this point you probably already know, Midnighter and Apollo, and I just love that dynamic of light and dark in a romance. Like, yeah, I think it would be really cool to see a couple, a not known couple, as widely known couple, married couple in the DCU. As both superheroes, we obviously have Green Arrow and like Black Canary. I think are a very iconic superhero lover duo. But this is another duo that's not well known, but I feel like people would like. So far, so I know basically nothing, but what I have seen, I'm like, I think I'd eat them up in a movie, not gonna lie. And I really hope the Authority project did not fall through, because I hope they're in it, and I hope every character in that team gets done justice, because I love learning about new teams and new characters. Obviously, that's why I'm making this video, to share my findings of these new characters that I've now going to be grown very fond of. That's it. And also, of course, I'm gonna say their designs are awesome, because they are, and I think we kind of need a duo like them in a superhero film, because there are not many queer representations of superheroes in mainstream movies. I mean, there are characters that are eventually going to be in mainstream coming very soon, but off the get-go, I think Get Go, not Gecko. Oh my god. It'd be really fun to have, especially in the state of the world and things. I think it'd be a refreshing, fresh air, and hopefully, I don't know what the hell I'm saying anyways, but I think it'll be really good for the superhero community to see a couple like them in mainstream media. Anyways, and now for my final pick, number 5. Which he's coming to the DCU, but I found about him like a month or two ago, and I think he's everything, and it is Booster Gold, and I'm aware there is a Booster Gold project in the works. I don't know if it's a TV series or a movie. I don't care. Give me something, James, because I just find his whole character is just honestly really funny. A guy who's a social media failure and wants to be a superhero, but also be a failed superhero. He doesn't have any powers. He's just a goofball, and well, he is a goofball, but like he's not taken seriously. But he's like a fun guy, and I think you can really dive into the things of, you know, a guy who was really trying to make it, but he's just ends up being a joke, but at the end of jokes, and you know, his, I guess, an identity, because it seems like he has an identity crisis, some type of identity crisis where, you know, he wants to be respected and, you know, known and be useful, but people don't see him that way just because of, you know, they just see him as a joke, and we can grow from that or something like that. I think it'll be a really fun arc, a fun character to explore that with, and Shane Todd better be playing Booster Girl. That's all I care, because he's too perfect for that role. He's just too perfect. I feel like we do so well, and I think he needs to be Booster Gold. But yeah, and that's all the characters that I have. I hope you that's all the characters that I had. Are there other characters you think I'd enjoy from this based off my list and that I should check out? What comics I should check out from these characters, because I barely know anything? And comment down what characters you want to see in the DCU, or in whatever type of project, because I just like, you know, want to have fun. I like thinking up ideas. I'm a very creative person, and maybe I'll make a video of me pitching an idea or two. I don't know. I am a film student after all. I study film. I don't make films. I study them, like the nitty-gritties of everything. But yeah, I hope you enjoy my video. Until next time, XOXO from this fangirl who is now returning back to her YouTube channel after a mini little hiatus.